Great conversation. Thank you so much to our panel for coming through. And of course, we are going to continue our Women's Day celebration. And if you're thinking of a special woman in your life, then this next recipe is going to be the perfect start to spoiling them.
There is a classic mayonnaise that brings out the traditional French in 3 levels of tanginess. The mild classic, the medium classic, the strong classic. Tangy the way you love it.
Made with love by Clover.
Whew, Mzansi, I hope you brought your bellies and I hope you are hungry because when you are craving a sandwich, a classic chicken mayo always hits the spot. Now, you might also opt for a classic French toast, but listen to this, combining both classics into one makes an absolutely delicious meal. So our chicken mayo French toast is the next level sandwich that you've been waiting for. So I called in my big bro G-Man to come through and help us out with this one. We're gonna make something proper this morning. You ready for it?
This is crazy, man. Yeah, we're gonna level up. Literally, we're gonna have 3 or 4 layers here. So let's get our pan going.
Are you a fan of the either or? Are you a fan of French toast
I love
and
them
chicken mayo?
both, dude. I absolutely love them both. I will eat a whole loaf of bread as French toast. So like if you're doing our carb reward over a weekend, I'll literally make, and I'll still have the eggs on top of that. So I love French toast. Getting it right can take a bit of trial and error, but this is quite a nice kind of French toast mix here. Yeah. I also love chicken mayo. I have never, ever had them together.
Wow, today is a first for many of us, and hopefully we inspire Mzansi to get their first on as well. So what you can do, G, is handle that side. So essentially we've got some milk.
So I'll do the wet.
Yeah, do the wet essentially. We've got 2 eggs, some milk, salt and pepper, and then some garlic powder, which can all go into the mix.
Have we not put garlic powder in everything? I think we made a strawberry sundae with garlic powder in it.
You definitely can. I'm going to challenge anybody to tell me what you can't use garlic powder for. But while we carry on with this, essentially what you're going to be preparing is the French toast mix. So you can pop the butter in there, and while you're doing that, I'm going to head over to the dry ingredients and the chicken mayo side of things. All right, so what I've got here, I've got some shredded chicken mayo. I've got our hero ingredient, the classic Clover mayo. We've got number 1, which is nice and mild. And let me talk to you about this because there's so many options and so many ways to consume this. And the classic mayonnaise has a range of tangy mayonnaises that come in 3 different levels of tanginess. So obviously you've seen we're using mild, but you also get medium and strong. And you can use any of it to suit your taste preference. So it's all about you and what you prefer, and these are just providing you with little options because it's so versatile to use and enhances the flavors. It brings your tastiness through in the mouth, it brings that wateriness through, it brings everything that you want from the good stuff when it comes to anything you associate with food. So I'm going to get back to this. So what I've got is my chives or
spring onion.
Spring onion, sorry, yeah.
And that's nice from a textural element here because often I find a toasted sandwich like this, like a chicken mayo, it can be a little too much kind of moisture, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You need something with a bit of bite,
you want to have a little bit of 100%. And I think because especially with the classic mayo, it brings that creaminess. And you kind of want to break that texture up. So the chives really do that for you. It brings that crunch and that freshness together. So what I've got here is my mix of the good stuff. This is essentially a gourmet chicken mayo mix. What I'm going to do before I hand it over to you to take over, G, is the pan nice and hot there? Is the butter all melted?
Almost there. So you rack them and stack them.
Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to go for a triple stack. So try not to fold this too much, otherwise it really is just going to kind of pop out the sides and fall out. But essentially you want to layer not 1 sandwich, but 2 sandwiches. So that's our first layer there. Then I'm going to go for another round. So you see, notice I'm keeping it nice and in the center. I'm not making it too big because obviously we've got 2 layers of chicken mayo in this. We've got the
you want to be able to kind of keep it contained and put it all together 100%.
Yes, that's exactly it, G. All right, so looks like we're kind of done with this. Your step now is to essentially take the triple stack, place it into the French toast side of life.
And this, I mean,
take things and hand it over.
It's up to you. You can dunk for as long as you like. Okay, that's starting to get, but you obviously don't want the bread to become too soggy.
Yes.
But you need that beautiful egginess.
That was a nice dip over there, man.
A good one, and then we pop that guy in
there.
We'll just let him do it.
Yes,
and it's as simple as that, man.
Simple as that.
Fry them off. I'd go for kind of a low to medium heat so that you don't kind of over caramelize or kind of burn the exterior before you've cooked it through. But obviously our chicken mayo is already cooked, so you're not cooking the chicken. You just really need that kind of eggy mixture to cook through, and then it's like a gourmet. That looks like something you would order at a really expensive hotel. Hey.
It really does. I absolutely love it. And that was so easy for you, Mzansi. You can also get this recipe by heading over to expresso.com. And just a little reminder, if you missed any of these simple and easy steps.
Beautiful.
Made with love by Clover.